Initially, let us go with the. Okay. So a very warm welcome all of you. I'm Jamie Aris. I am actually a technical trainer and I used to train students regarding the field data science and analytics where different software we used to teach like Power BI, Excel, Python, machine learning and all statistics. And today we are going to conduct our Power BI workshop. So without any delay, we are going to start the session, right? Please unmute everyone.
Yes, yes, I'm doing. One second. I have muted all. Remya, you are on mute.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. So, all of you, I'm Remy RS. I'm basically a technical trainer, and I have trained more than 1,500 plus students. And my basic area of expertise is Power BI, Excel, Python, machine learning, basically the data science and analytics field. And today we are going to conduct a workshop regarding Power BI. We will be telling you the introductory part of Power BI and certain basics concepts of it. Along with, we will cover a particular report regarding sales. Okay, I hope things are clear to you. Now I'm going to share my screen, right? Okay. So talking about the introductory part of Power BI, I just wanted to ask you, initially we should understand that what is data and its importance. So can you all tell me that what is data? This is, sorry, yeah, you please tell me what is data? According to your definition, although I have presented it, but still you can tell me your own views regarding data. Anyone? Yeah. Any replies are there? Very good. Raw information, sequential form of information. Very good. Information regarding anything. Very good. So generally, we can say that data is a collection of various facts. Okay, and it's very important. Data is the next oil we can say, and many organization has the foundation laid on data, right? Like we can say different types of like data is of different form, like different types of measurements, observations, then you can say photos, videos, they all are different forms of data. And regarding the importance of data, we can say that data can be used to understand the problem of a particular organization, people working over there. And if the company is into marketing, then what are the issues regarding the customers and all, what is the marketing trend, and lots of things matters. Okay, all these things can be understood with the help of data by clear and correct collection of data. And with the help of that, you can actually take the decision. And another thing is like it actually it's very fast and less expensive process, and it keep tracks of everything. It actually it makes the best use of the resources available, as well as it helps you to understand the scenario, what is happening in the company and the performance of the people who are connected with the company. Okay, so data is very, very important in each and every sector that we all know. Okay, I have simply elaborated some points regarding it. Now, let us understand what is business intelligence. So, there is a life cycle regarding business intelligence. See, first of all, you should understand that what is the requirement of a particular business, right? Right. Okay. Yeah. So, based on the requirement of a particular business, you should collect the data, and then you should understand that what is the relation between different things, different variables, and all. And later, you should visualize it in the form like using different maps and charts. You should visualize the data. What is the importance of it? I will tell you later. Okay. And based on the visualization, you can take the decision. So generally, we can say that business intelligence is actually the collection of procedures, the framework that transforms the unprocessed data into actionable knowledge that helps business to operate profitably. And here you are not doing any intuitions and all. You are not doing any assumptions. You are actually working on the exact data, which is collected for a period of time. Okay, it may take some half year of time, 1 year of time like that. So it will take time, but it will give you many good results. Right. So using the data, you can clearly understand that what is happening in the company and be your organization, institution, whatever it is, and you can take a better decision regarding that for the improvement of something. Right. So that is what is called business intelligence. So to do all this process, you should require some tools, right? Okay. And there is a company called Gartner. So Gartner is a company which actually evaluates different softwares and tools. It actually generates its result within 1 or 2 year of time. And this is an IT consultancy company, and it actually evaluates different business intelligence tools also. Okay, so basically, it uses two parameters. One is completeness of vision, another is ability to execute. So, completeness of vision actually tells you that how much innovative or original the product is. And ability to execute actually tells you the financial stability and responsiveness of a tool in the market. Okay, so using this two parameter, Gartner, the IT company, used to place different business intelligence tools in a particular thing called its magic quadrant. Okay, so I will show you how it looked like. So this is the magic quadrant in year 2015. Okay, and today we are going to learn about Power BI, right? Power BI is actually owned by Microsoft, just like Excel, Word, Microsoft Excel, and all. It's just like any other Microsoft tool. So here, this Microsoft is written. You can see, I hope, right? So this Microsoft means nothing but Power BI itself. So in the year 2015, when Power BI was actually made available in public domain, that was the first year in which it was made available in public domain. In that particular year, you can see that along the x-axis, it is completeness of vision, and along the y-axis is its ability to execute. The two parameters which actually tells you that which business to intelligence tool is the best, right? So regarding this two parameter, it was not doing very good initially in the first year, right? But when the time progressed, near 2016, you can see that in case of completeness of vision, Power BI has excelled compared to any other business intelligence tool. And later, in year 2017, it was giving tough competition to the top business intelligence tool Tableau in case of ability to execute also. Okay. And later in year 2018, you can see the same competition between Tableau and Power BI. Okay. They both are doing excellent work in case of ability to execute, but in that scenario also, completeness of vision was excelled by Power BI only. Okay. You can see its position over here, right? And in year 2019, Power BI made itself to be the best business intelligence tool. And later, in up to 2023, till now, you can say that Power BI is the best business intelligence tool. For the past 5 years, it has maintained its position at the top. So that's why we are going to learn this particular tool, because in the field of business intelligence and operations, this tool is very, very important, right? So, yeah, regarding the facts, I just wanted to tell you that it was actually designed by Ron George in 2010, and later it was actually made public available for public downloading and all, bundled with SQL with a code name Denali. And later it was Microsoft introduced Power View as a part of SharePoint, and in year 2013 it combined both Power View and Power Pivot. And this Power BI was made as an Excel plugin in like add-in plugin in Excel. And in year 2015, it was actually released as a different software, you can say, as Power BI. So that's why we have seen the journey of Power BI from 2000 year on 2015 onwards. Okay. Yeah. Ekta, please mute the participants.
Yes, yes, I'm muting. One second.
Yeah.
Someone by mistake.
Thank you. Okay.
A request to all, please, if you're not speaking, please mute yourself. And if you have like any doubts with respect to the sessions, so you can post in the chat box. We will feel free to answer your any queries or questions. Thank you.
Right. Thank you. So yeah. So regarding Power BI, as I told you, it's basically a business intelligence tool, which I mean actually converts the data into visualization, and it creates some beautiful dashboards and charts, right? And as I told you, it's actually owned by Microsoft, right? And let me ask you one thing. Suppose you are having an Excel sheet, huge Excel sheet, okay? Excel workbook, you can see lot of sheets are there into it. And lots of rows and columns are there in Excel, right? So will you be, that is the Excel sheet is corresponding to the things that is happening in a company. Will you be able to understand that what is happening in the company within seconds? Is it possible? Yes or no? Please respond. You're having a huge Excel workbook, which is having a lot of tables, and each and every table is having a lot of rows and columns. So, is it practically possible to understand that what is happening in the company within some moment of time? No, right. It's very difficult. Okay. But if you're having, yeah, okay. But if you're having a a report like this, is it easy for you to understand things within some time comparatively? Yes or no? Yes. So that is what is human psychology. Basically, what happens, there is I mean, you can understand charts and maps very easily compared to a huge text, right? It's rightly said that a single picture describes things more than 1,000 words. Okay, so the same human psychology is actually being used over here. So regarding Power BI, we can say that Power BI desktop is actually the application where we can do this kind of visualization, right? And there are some more facts regarding Power BI, like 1,200 plus functions are there, 280 visuals are there. Visual means different charts and maps. Okay, it's very less expensive compared to any other BI tool. Like regarding Tableau, if you compare it with Tableau, the paid version of Tableau, it costs around $70 per month per person, and the paid version of Power BI it costs around you can say $10 per month per person. So it's very
I
cheap. Yeah.
knew.
Okay. And it can accept data from hundreds of different data sources. And as we have seen that Gartner company, the IT company has recognized it to be the best business intelligence tool for the past 5 years. So these are all different points related to Power BI that makes it unique in the market. Okay. And as I told you, hundreds of data sources it can accept. So it can accept an Excel worksheet, okay, CSV file, XML, JSON, folder, PDF, different types of databases, many things. I mean, hundreds of data types of data sources it can accept. Right? Okay.
Gee.
Please unmute them.
I have
Those,
unmuted them.
yeah, yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
So let us move on to the working of Power BI step by step. So initially, what you should do is you have to extract the data, whichever data is necessary for you for the analysis. you have to extract it. After extracting, you have to transform it. Transforming means you have to clean it properly and you have to add some columns if necessary. You have to delete or remove some columns if they are not required. Okay, so like that, you have to little bit change the table according to the requirement. Then you have to load it. Load it in the sense like this whole process is done in Power Query. Okay, Power Query is a tool within Power BI desktop. Okay, Power BI desktop is basically used for visualization. I already told you. And in Power BI desktop, there is a tool called Power Query Editor. This Power Query Editor is used to do this transformation data cleaning process and all. Okay, so after doing all these things, it should be loaded into Power BI desktop. So that is this load step. Okay, after that, see if you're having an Excel workbook or if you're having multiple data sources, then you have to connect them together. They are related to each other. So that part is done within data model. Okay, and after data modeling, what you have to do is you can actually create some new columns and new measures which is required for the visualization process. That is done with the help of formula as we do in case of Excel. Okay, so somebody asked that is there Power BI software in Mac OS? No, sorry, it's not there. If you're using a Mac operating system, you have to first of all make a virtual box within which you can install Windows, and there you can install Power BI. But it will most probably it will affect your system. So better you go with the Windows operating system itself. Okay. So yeah. So we are supposed to write some formula in the formula bar to make some extra columns and measures. Welcome, Usman. So after that, you have to go with the report making process. Report making process in the sense like the same thing that I told you, visualization, making charts and maps regarding the given information. Okay. Then what you have to do is you have to actually publish the report. Okay. Then after publishing the report, you can actually create a dashboard by choosing the important charts among the all charts. Okay. And later you can share it to your colleagues. So this last three process is done by Power BI service, which is actually a paid one. Okay. Rest of this sixth step is done with the help of Power BI desktop, which is a free tool. Okay. And last, this three step you can do with the help of Power BI service. So this is the entire working process of Power BI. Okay. Yes, everything will be shared. Don't worry. Okay. So I will explain you this thing with the help of a small story. Okay. I think most of you like films, right? Filmmaking films and all. Right. So we are taking such example. So initially, suppose first of all, what happens in the filmmaking process, there is a person called script writer. Yeah, wait a second. See, different versions are there. Among them, we are using only Power BI desktop. And regarding the differences, like Power BI is the entire tool which comprises of its pro version, Power BI desktop, its free version, Power BI service, lot of things are there into it. And among them, Power BI desktop is the free tool that you can use to make the report. And later process like making the dashboard and publishing the report, all these things will be done by Power BI service. Okay. So only as a beginner, you need to know these two tools, that is Power BI desktop and Power BI service. Okay. And Power Query editor is already there in Power BI desktop. So the three things are important for you as a beginner. Later you will understand rest of the things. Okay. So step by step we will go. So yeah. So initially, if you're going to make a film, there will be a person called script writer. The work of script writer is actually arranging different unconnected things together. Like this will be the this dialogue should be taken, that thing should be taken, this story plot should be taken. Like the different things that this person will connect together. The same way, in case of BI, there is something called Power Query Editor. This Power Query Editor will actually make the clean data. Okay, so that is the initial thing. Then next thing is, like in films, there is something called plot architect, or you can say storyteller. Okay, so this what is the work of this person? This person actually connects different characters to each other. Okay, so that connection is basically made by plot architect. So same way, different tables are or different data sources are connected together through data modeling. Okay, and DAX is also used to actually do the fine polishing of it. Okay, and then next thing is, see, after doing all these things, what is next required? This film should be actually shooted, or things should be done. It should be converted into real life scenarios and all. So that is done by screen directors, right? So scene director used to do these things. That person actually directs that how a person should behave, what is the dialogues and all. Based on that, people will act, and he can actually make the film. Okay, so the same way, there is something called visualization pane in Power BI desktop. Using that, you can make the charts and you can make the report. Okay, after doing this much hard work, if the film is ready, but if you are not broadcasting it, there is no use of it. All the hard work will go in vain. So the next step is actually doing the box office premiere, or you can say broadcasting the film. Okay. So the same way, using Power BI service, you have to share it with others so that you can make them understand that okay, you have actually found this many insights out of the data. So this is a small example which tells you step by step that how Power BI works. Okay. Yeah. So now the job roles corresponding to Power BI and average salary. This is the data that I got from salary.com. Okay. This is the average salary of people working with Power BI under different role. Okay. So you can check out this thing under in this particular website also. So depending upon the company, it may increase or decrease. Okay. So this is simply an average salary.
Hey, don't remove it. Don't remove it. Pull it.
Yeah, we will be including sales related dashboards and all, so you will get a benefit out of it. Okay. Right. Yeah. So this is a small introduction of Power BI. Now I will end this thing. Let me tell you a small description regarding the installation process so that you can install it later. Okay. So So regarding the installation, first of all, you can simply mention Power BI in the Google search engine. And the first link, you can click that particular link and you can go to this official web page. Okay. There you can see something called products is there. Okay. You can click on products, and there you can find the first option to be Power BI desktop. This is the tool that is free to use, and you can use it to make the report. So just click over it, and after that you can go to this page. If you want to change the language, you can change the language too. And if you want to continue with English, then that is also okay. You can directly click on um, download button, and then you will be moved to this page. If your system is a 64-bit system, you can choose the first option. Otherwise, you can choose the second option. So the first option for 64-bit system and the second option for 32-bit system. So like that, see, my system is 64. That's why I have chosen the first option. Okay. Then you have to click on next. After clicking on next, you will get the setup file for Power BI desktop. Okay. You have, as you do installation for any other software, you have to double click on that particular setup file, and then you will be asked different instruction by the software installation process. You have to simply click on next, then you have to accept the license agreement, and after that you have to click on next. Then they will ask for the location where you want to save the files related to Power BI desktop. You can even change it to any other location where you want. Okay, and you can click on next. After that, when you will click on install, you will see that the files are getting copied into the location. Okay, and then you have to click on finish. Like that, you will get Power BI service. This is the old version of Power BI service. Okay, and if you're using a system in which somebody have already used Power BI, okay, then you can check out whether transform data is present or not. Okay, if it is not present, then it is very old version. And then you can check out whether filter pane is there or not. And if it is absent, then that means it's old one. Then in order to upgrade it, what you can do is you can go to file and there you can choose options and settings. And after that, you can go with options, and there you can see something called preview features is there. By clicking this preview features, you will get this check boxes. You have to click according to your requirement, and then you have to click on OK. So like that, you can upgrade your Power BI. There is another way of installing it. If Microsoft Store is already there into your system, you can see when you will search for install Power BI, and when you will go to the download page, and when you will click on download free, it will be asked that you are trying to open Microsoft Store like that. When you will click on open, it will get automatically loaded into your system without many options and things. Okay. So after that, you can simply click on open and you will be getting this particular Power BI desktop. Okay. So like that. So regarding this Power BI, this is the ribbon option and this is the home ribbon. Okay, if you are choosing home ribbon, this is the option corresponding to it. This is the query pane, and this is the formula bar, and this is the query setting. This is Power Query Editor. As I told you, there is a cleaning tool. This is the interface corresponding to it. Okay, so yeah, this is the preview like that. So this is the entire installation setup. Okay, I will share these two things to you so that later you can do it by your own. Wait a second, I will share it right now. So the files are shared to you. You can go through this introduction part as well as installation part with the help of these files, right? And I will share the data set also. Now we will be practically dealing with Power BI using sales dataset. So the same I'm sharing to you. Please download that dataset. If you have already installed Power BI into your system, you can work with me and you can do things. Okay. Sorry. Okay, 1 second. I will share it once again. By default, I have shared you the wrong file. Already I have shared it. So you can check out the chat box, and right now it has been loaded into the chat box. You can share it. You can actually download it now also. Okay. So this is how things are. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Usman. Okay. Great. Now let us take Power BI. So yeah, you can search for it in the search bar, so it will appear. Okay, so this is how it will look like. Okay, and this is Power BI desktop. You can click on this report, this new report, and you can start making the report. Okay, so first of all, I will upload it. After uploading, I will tell you about the data set. Okay, so how to upload it? That is the next question, right? So in order to upload it, what you have to do is you have to go to get data. Okay, all of you, those who are having Power BI desktop installed in their system, please go to get data. Then since we are having Excel file, Excel workbook, right? So here different sources are mentioned. I told you like hundreds of data sources are there, which Power BI can access. Okay, so these are those hundreds of data sources, right? So the first option is Excel workbook. We are having Excel workbook. So simply select it, click on connect. Okay, and wherever you have downloaded it, you can access it from that particular place. Okay, so here in my case, it's somewhere here. Okay, this is the thing. So you have to select that file and you have to click on open. That's it. And multiple files are there. You have to simply choose this files. Okay, this one, all these files you have to select. Okay, and you have to click on transform. Why we are going to transform? Because we need to check that what is the problem with respect to data. Is there anything that is needed to be changed? Okay, so click on transform data. Okay, now a new window will appear. This window is called Power Query Editor. This is that particular window, Power Query Editor. They are totally different from each other. Although you can see that, right? This is Power Query Editor. Okay. And
financial planning
this is Power BI desktop. So right now we are having data in Power Query Editor only. Okay. Right now we are having data in Power Query Editor only. It's not loaded into Power BI desktop. Now you need to load it into Power BI desktop. So how to do it? That is the question. So we are having this many tables. You can check out each and every table one by one. First of all, sales data. Yeah, once again, I will share it. Don't worry. Okay. Yeah. Bandhan, I have actually shared it. You can check it in the chat box. Please confirm if you have obtained it or not. Okay.
I am not able to see it actually in the chat box as well.
Mhm.
In
In
the
the
Zoom
chat
chat box,
box.
you're saying,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, in the Zoom chat box. Absolutely right. Please go through the Zoom chat box. You will find it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. You can directly see if you're missing some file, you can directly go to new source. This new source will also have the same option that is there in Power BI desktop. Okay, in Power Query Editor, and here you can choose things. You can go to more if the type of data source is different. So from Power Query also you can add additional files to it. Is that clear, Mohammed Fairuz? Yes. Okay. I hope it is clear. Right. Okay. So right now we are going through a sales data set. So let us understand this columns in the table. Okay, one by one. First is sales ID, simple ID of sales, the year in which that sales happened, the sales date. Okay, customer ID, ID of the customer, because we are having a customer table which is connected with through this particular column. Okay, so for that this particular column is. Now next is referral, this sales channel. Okay. So different types of sales channel is there like referral program, online store. Through different process, people have access to a particular tool, right? So next is channel ID, ID corresponding
Yeah,
to
we're
the channel.
doing
Okay.
price is inflated now.
You're making.
Yeah. Any problem?
So I go wait till November. I want buy food.
Please put it in the message as a chat in the chat box because
Yeah, the only
clearly I'm not
person
able
I'm
to.
used to.
Please put it in the chat box
Yeah,
if
go
you're
buy it.
having any questions. Yeah, thank you.
Hey, free.
Okay. Ekta, please mute everyone. Actually, I'm not having the credentials to mute it. Ekta, please do it from your side, if possible. Okay. Okay. So, yeah. Sales data truncated. No, it won't happen. Maybe your system requirements does not means Power BI. That's why. So I can't help it. Sorry. Okay. So next thing is, yeah, welcome. Next thing is like channel type, like blogs, website, paid ads through which people have accessed it. And then
Yes,
comes the channel type ID. All these tables are there through which you can understand that what is this channel type ID and what are things related to it. We will go through that. Okay. Like channel type ID is there. You can check out. 1 means blogs, 2 means paid ads, 3 means referral, and 4 means website. That's it. Okay. And next is this country, to which country people the customers belongs. Okay, and then comes the country ID, then comes geographical region, the continents and all. Okay, and then comes the product name. What is the name of the product? Then corresponding product ID is there. Okay, and the category, product category is there. If you want to check out what are the unique elements in a particular column, you can click on this drop down. It will show you what are the unique elements. You can click on load more. Okay, you can see regarding product category, baseball shoes, formal shoes, gym shoes, different types of shoes are there. Okay, and regarding the product class like premium, elite, standard. So it's basically a shoemaking company, you can say. Okay, so here different types of products belongs to different class. Like it may be deluxe, elite, premium, standard. Okay, and the cost of the product. Okay, different products are having different cost. Then comes the sales price. This is the unit sales price. Okay, then there is some discount applied to the products, right? And this is discount ID corresponding to the discount. Then comes the percentage of discount. Okay, how many percentage of discount is allotted for a particular product? Then the quantity purchased by the person, right? Then the marketing price, how many price, how much amount was spent for marketing, right? Next comes the cost price, then the sales price, the total sales price is mentioned, and this is the discount with respect to the percentage, like 0.25 of the total, it gives you 45. Okay, and when you will subtract 45 from 180, you will get 135 as the final sales price. So this column is actually obtained by subtracting discount from the sales price, right? Then comes profit loss. Profit loss in the sense like with respect to the marketing cost and the total cost. By adding by adding the cost of manufacturing and the marketing, you will get the total cost. And with respect to the total cost and the sales, what is the profit that is being mentioned over here, right? Here you can see marketing price in the first row is 4, cost price is 96. 96 plus 4 will give you 100. Okay, and the sales price is 135. So the profit is 35. 135 minus 100, right? So you are getting 35 as the profit. And this is the profit percentage. 35 divided by 100 will give you 0.35. Okay, right. Next is customer satisfaction. whether the customer is satisfied or not with the product that is mentioned. Okay, then it shows the complaint reason. If there is no complaint, it will be written as no complaints. Just click over here to see all the options in this particular column, like customer care issue, delivery issue, got a better offer, no complaints, packaging issue, product damage, quality issue. So what is the problem related to each and every product is mentioned. And most of the products are not having any complaints. No complaints is mentioned. Okay. And next comes the customer rating. What is the rating given by the customer out of 5? Okay. The maximum rating is 5. Out of 5, what is the
Sorry,
rating
ma'am.
given by the
I know.
customer? Ekta, please mute. I request all of you, please mute yourself. Okay. Somehow Ekta is not able to do it. Please mute yourself. It's my humble request. Please mute yourself. Chaudhry, Mezwan, and Tosin, then iPhone, Flostin, then Mohammed, Awalmi, then all of you please mute yourself, especially Chaudhry Mahasbin. Please mute yourself. Wait a second, I will request it. I request Tosin, please mute yourself, and iPhone Flasty, please mute yourself, both of you. It's a humble request from my side because I'm not able to mute you. Okay, please. Okay, I hope everything is okay. Yeah, let's proceed. So many tables are connected to this huge table. Okay, so like you can say channel type, different types of channel, and what are the IDs corresponding to it. Okay, in through which channel people have access this products. Okay, then comes the complaint. As I told you, there is something called complaints related to the people. Okay, so the date and what is the return percentage corresponding to different products and all. Okay, in which year the product were returned. Okay, and the product sold by the people and product returned. This many products were sold on this particular date and this much were returned. So what is the return percentage? Well, that we can understand. 0 divided by 533 will give you 0 percentage, like that. Okay, so it simply tells you the return percentage with respect to the complaints of the products. Next comes the customer detail. What is the customer key? Means customer ID itself. Okay, and the name of the customer, prefix, first name, last name, the gender of the customer, and churn. Churn means whether the person is still a customer or not. Where capital Y means yes, capital N means no. Okay. And next is the discount detail. The discount ID is there corresponding the name of the discount. The type of the discount is mentioned and how much discount percentage is there for different discount. No discount 0, flash sale 0.2, flash sale 0.25, like that. Next comes location detail, where country ID, name of the country and the geographical region, the continent is mentioned. Then comes the product details. What is the name of the product? Different types of shoes are the products. Okay. And they are having different names, product names, and brand name is there. Okay. Their category is mentioned. and the product class, whether I light, premium, standard, like that. Okay, then the cost price and sales price is mentioned, right? And then comes the channel details where this like store, online referral program, affiliate program to which it belongs is mentioned. Then comes the target sales. Target sales, please mute yourself. iPhone flash team, please mute yourself. I request you. Okay. Wait a second. Let me contact her. Yes, I am contacting here, but some technical issues. That's why I'm trying to contact here. Okay. Okay, I have mentioned it. Like, let's see. I hope she will be doing it as early as possible. Okay, right. So, regarding each and every company, there will be some target, right? Like in this company, in the end of each and every month, it is mentioned that this is the target. Okay, so this is the target like that it is mentioned. So yeah. So this is all about our table, right? The different tables are there. They are all related to the same company. So we need to connect them somehow if they are not connected to each other. So that is the thing. Okay. So the next thing is we have to connect them together. Okay. Before that, I just wanted to tell you, let us connect them together. After that, I will tell you something about tax. Okay. And then rest of the portions will be taken by Ekta. Okay. So yeah. So this is the thing. Let us, so here let us check out that is there any problem related to the data initially. Okay. So here 123, 123 means whole number. So these are all whole numbers, simple sales ID. Next comes the year, that is also whole number. Okay. Right. Yeah, absolutely right, Subhash. Defines your numerical data, calendar defines, yeah, correct. Okay. And this is date type, okay, date type you can see. And this is now whole number, okay. Customer ID is a whole number. Then this is a text. This is whole number. Everything is okay. So here you can change the unit price, unit cost price to the fixed decimal
طب
price.
تحمم انت قبلي
Wait a second.
7 ونص الصبح صار بنلعب.
خلاص اليوم اخر يوم بكره في مدرسه ما في
بحط هيك ما يبان كمان 5 دقائق. بعديها ما يبان. دبر حالك. دبر حالك.
Okay, yeah, Ekta have muted the person. Okay, so we can continue without any distraction. I'm sorry for the in between interference. So let us, yeah. Okay, so let us continue. So here, you can see that there is no problem with the data set, and when we will check out now, there is no problem with any missing entities and all columns are all fine. So we can go with it since we are into the workshop session and it will take a lot of time. That's why I have taken a clean data. So let us do one thing. Let us click on close and apply so that this whole data will get uploaded into our Power BI desktop. Okay. Let us check it once again. Yeah, everything is fine. We can continue. Here you can do a small change, like you can change that this you can see the customer rating, everything is fine, and here profit and loss, that is also fine. You can convert it as a currency format like this. Okay. You can convert this one also into the currency format, discount. That is okay, that is fine. Here you can convert it. This one also you can convert. Cost price you can convert. And this one also you can convert in the form of currency. Okay. No other big issues are there. So that we can continue properly. Right? So yeah. Right? Mm. Okay, so we can continue. And one more thing regarding product details, here also we can do the similar changes over here. Yeah, here also. Okay, like this. We can continue. Okay, now you can click on close and apply, right? So that the entire data set will get loaded into Power BI desktop. Okay, so it is getting loaded. The third thing that we mentioned, okay, loading is being done. Okay, then we have to do data modeling, right? Data modeling means connecting different tables together. Yeah, once again I will share it, don't worry. Wait a second. Huh? Got it now, everyone? The data set is there in the chat box. You can download it from there. Okay. Yeah. Great. Okay. Now you can see this is the data pane. Here you can see different tables are there. Okay, these are different tables. And here, this is the report view. This is called report view where we can actually make different charts and maps. Next, this is the data view where you can check out the data of different tables. Okay, this is the channel type. Okay, you can click over here. You can choose another tables and you can check out each and every table by choosing this tables from the data pane like this. Okay, and next comes this model view. Here you can see different tables are connected to each other. So this is the place where we can connect different tables. Already some tables are connected to each other. Now we need to connect the rest of the things. Okay, so regarding this rest of the things here regarding this complaints, right? Complaints and returns as well as sales target, things are missing. So you can connect them. How you can connect them? You can connect them by choosing the appropriate column, right? 9 tables. No. Only choose the last 9. Don't choose the remaining ones, okay? Only choose the last 9s in the list, okay? Not all. Okay, so initially when I was doing it, you may have seen that I have not chosen all the tables, only last 9 tables I have taken. Okay, so that only you have to take. Yeah, recordings will be provided, don't worry about it. Okay, so any other questions from your side? Okay. Okay, so here something called date is there. For that we need to make a table, a calendar table. which will be connecting all this data with each other. Okay. Connection is basically done like I will tell you. Okay. Why these connections are done. See, sales data, it is having data, some data regarding the products, right? Product category, product class, and product ID is there. Okay. Here, those columns are there, but you can see that sometimes only the product ID will be mentioned, okay, and these details will not be there. Actually, they are not required because already in product details, all these things are mentioned. Okay, so generally what is done is people only keep this kind of IDs in this list. Okay, so we don't need this product name at all. You can simply remove them. You can delete them from the data set for the smooth processing and easy process of it. You can delete them, product name. Okay, and that in the table, in the product table, what is mentioned, that is sufficient. Only product ID should be connected to it so that it can link that with the help of product ID, it can link that which things were purchased by the customers and what are its details. Okay. So this product category, I will be removing it. Okay. It is not required in the sales table because it's already there in the product table. That's why this connection is important. Here in this table, things are mentioned, but in some tables it won't be mentioned. Only the connection will make things clear. Okay, so here we can remove it. It's not that important because product ID is already there and we are having product table also. So we can delete it. Okay, so same way, if you're having a particular ID, then corresponding things are not required. You may delete it. Okay. So yeah. So that is the use of it. You can make this table quite small and the processing speed will increase. Okay, like you can say the channel type. Okay, channel type. So here block speed, block speed ads. These are given number 1, 2, 3. So this is a small table. So when you will go to sales data, this channel ID and channel type is there, right? The same options are there here also. Block speed reference website. Wait a second. Huh? Block speed reference website here, right? So ID is already there. We don't need this particular column. We can even delete it. Okay. It is not required because already the corresponding column is there. So we can delete that those kind of tables and we can make the connection over there so that the sales table will become small with the help of other like background tables, and then your processing will increase, speed will increase. Okay. So here at different places date is mentioned. So we need a calendar table. We need to make a calendar table which through which we can actually connect these tables. Here date is mentioned, here also date is mentioned. Okay, and in the sales data, you can actually enlarge it like this and you can check out there is some date or not. There is something called sales date. We can connect the sales date, this date and this date with a calendar date table that we are going to make right now. Okay, so I will tell you in a simple way how to make a calendar table. Okay, so in order to make a table or a column or a value, you need to use DAX functions. Okay, people who have actually an idea regarding Excel, they can understand it little more clearly. Okay, so I will actually show you. Yeah, I'll show you a blog through which you can understand what are different tags. Okay, so simply in the search bar, you can type like Microsoft. Power BI tags. That's it. Okay, you need to simply type this many things. Then the first thing, that is data analysis expression reference, you can click over here and the block will open up. It will show you different tags functions used in Power BI for different purposes. So here we need to make a calendar, right? So you can go to dates and function. Here there is something called calendar. Okay, so in this calendar, there is something called like this syntax is mentioned. You can use this syntax to create a calendar table, okay, which will show you the date, I mean, the each and every date during the entire duration of sales period. Okay, so here, little more things are there. Okay. Yeah. Then something called this time intelligence function is also there. So here also different things are there, like last date, first date. You can use this last date and first date to extract the last and first date of the sales period. Okay, like in our table. Okay, this in this particular table, you can see sales date is mentioned. So this sales date is having a range of dates. From this particular column, you can extract the last and first date of the entire this data set, complete data set. Okay, so using this column of sales data table, this column sales date, you can actually go through as I told you, this function called last date and first date, and you can make a calendar out of it. Later, you can add some additional columns to it, like what is the year, what is the month, what is the day. All these things you can make with the help of these functions itself. So, step by step, I will tell you. Okay. So, initially, to make a table, okay, what you need to do is you have to simply go with this option, new table. Okay, click on new table. When you will click on new table, okay, then a formula bar will appear. You have to click over here. You can give some name to the table, like I'm giving it a name calendar. Okay, because we are going to make calendar table. Right? And then what you can do is you can use two functions. One is calendar function itself, another is first date and last date. So here I will be writing like calendar function, okay, calendar. And within this calendar, I have to mention first the start date and the end date. So here I will be using first date function to find the first date function. And within this first date function, I will be mentioning this column, sales date. So in order to write it, I will simply write 2-3 letters of it and automatically it will come. Okay, I will show you how. Sales date. Okay, so many dates are mentioned here. I need this is the table name sales data, right? Sales data. And from this sales date is there. I am using this particular column. From this column, I will be extracting the first date in the entire series of the column. Okay. So here it will give me first date. Now the next thing is last date. Okay. So as the syntax mentioned end date. So I will take last date function and the same column I will access to get the last date. Okay, sales last date. Okay. This one. Close the bracket and close one more bracket you should put to end this function calendar. Okay. So right now it is error free. You can click on enter and here you will get a new table. This will become like calendar table. When you will go to data view, this is called data view or table view. You can click on table view and you can see this is how the calendar look like. Okay. This is how it look like. So here when you will select it, you can even change the format of it. If you don't want this timing, extra timing to be shown over here, you can click over here and you can choose it to be the short date like this. Any of this format you can choose. Okay, so this format I have taken. So this is the format. Right now we are having all the dates from 1st January 2017 onwards to this 31st December 2020. Up to this company's data is being there in sales data table. Okay. So right now we are having this date. Now what we can do, we can put some additional columns like what is the month, what is the year, all these things we can put in the table. And later we can connect with other tables also. So all those things I will tell you, right? So here, what we need to do is we are going to make another column. So let us go to new column. This is new. This is the option for new column. Now here I'm going to make some changes, like I will first of all find out the year. Okay, year column I'm going to make. So for that, you can simply mention it as year. Okay, and here I will be using year function. There is something called year function. These are all DAX functions. Okay, so right now we are into which stage? We are into this stage. Okay, DAX. And here, let us write like date. Okay, where is our date? Calendar date. Okay, calendar date. Calendar table, date column. Close this particular bracket, press enter. So you will be getting date of that particular date, sorry, year of that particular dates, 2017, 18, 19, 20. Okay. So when you will scroll down, you can see other years also like this. Okay. And now let us make another column for month. Okay. So here I'm going to make a column for month. So let us name it. I'm giving it a name like month, and is equal to, for that you can use month function, month name function, or you can use something called format also you can use. Okay, so here I am using format, and within the format I will first mention the date, and then I will mention what is the format that I want. Okay, so let us write like date. Okay, which date? Calendar date. Okay, comma, then you can put thing like this year date. Okay, the date, this date format. Okay, so for that, in the double quotes you can put capital M 3 times. It will give you month, 3 starting letter of the month. See, 3 starting letter of the month will make you understand that what is that month. It is universally understood, right? So I'm not taking the entire month name. I'm simply trying to get the first 3 letter of the month. Okay, so it is giving me January, then February, a lot of months. All the months are there. Okay, corresponding to the particular date, right? Now what I'm going to do, if you want something else, like day, all those things you can mention. And if you're happy with this much stuff, you can stop it over here. Okay, so this is your calendar table, right? So after that, you can go with other DAX functions. Okay. Do you want a small break in between? We can go for a small break of 10 minutes and we can join back later, and rest of the portion will be taken by Ekta. If that is okay, we can go for it. Or if you want some more functions to be shown, I will show you that thing. Like total sales, we have to find out. Total cost, we have to find out. All those things. Okay. Right. So two, three measures I will tell you, and then we will go for a break. Is that fine, everyone? A small break. Okay. Okay, only 2, 3 functions. Some important thing I want to share. Okay, then we will go for a break. Okay, very small function, but is very important concept I want to discuss with. Okay, so let us go to report view. Yeah, and then in this report view, see, we are having this calendar table with us, and what are the columns? When we will click on the drop down, we can see columns corresponding to it. Same way, you can go to any other table and you can check out the columns of it in the data view like this. Okay, sorry, data pane. Okay, and now see, there is something called measures. Measures means only values. They are not columns, only values. You can create values like what are the total, what is the total sales, what is the total cost. If you want to find out that values, they are simple values. They are not columns and all. Simple values. This is the total cost of this entire duration, or this is the total sales of this entire duration, or this many quantities were sold. Okay, these are certain values. So if you want to go through those values, you have to make something else that is called measures. These measures are also created with the help of DAX. Okay, so in order to create measures, in order to keep the measures, we can create a new table. Okay, so there is another way of creating a table. For that, there is something called this enter data. Create a new table. This option is there. You can click over this option and you can create an empty table. Okay, I am giving this table a name, all measures. Okay, and simply load it. Okay, and now what I will do is, in this all measure, there is an empty column. I will keep it as it is and I'm going to make a new measure. Okay, so I will click over this all measures and I will select new measure. So here I'm going to make a new measure. Okay, so how I will make it, I will tell you. Okay, so here I want to find out the total sales. Okay, total sales. And in this total sales, I am using a function called SumX. SumX function is used to multiply two columns together and take the sum of the product of each and every entity. Okay. So first of all, let us write like SumX. Okay. SumX. And SumX, in the SumX, first you need to mention the table. Here the syntax is automatically coming, table and expression. So first let us write the table. I want to access the sales data table. Okay, this is my table that I want to access. And the two columns that I want to access is there in this table itself. Okay, so I will mention the expression. Like I want to multiply the quantity column with the final sales price. Then only I will get the total price of a particular sales happened, right? So I will write like quantity, okay, sales quantity multiplied by, we can write like final sales price, okay, final sales price, right? And let us close this, press enter. Okay, it will create total sales measure for you over here. Now you can delete this empty column. Now it is not required because we are already having a measure into it. So it will keep its identity over there itself. Okay, now let us make total cost also in the same way. Okay, so that you can understand once again that what I am doing. Okay, so total cost. Okay, after that here you can write like same SumX function because here we have to multiply both our you can say the cost price and the quantity. Okay, so quantity. Oh, sorry. First of all, you have to mention the table name, right? So you will be writing like sales data. Then you have to mention the expression that is sales quantity. Wait a second. Sales quantity multiplied by the price, cost price. Okay. Cost price. Then you can close this button. You can press enter. You will get this measure also. Okay. So here you can press enter or you can click on this tick button. Okay. So you will be getting total cost. Now, as I told you, there are some I mean tables that are not connected. Okay. Like you can say this calendar table is we had made to connect those tables together. So you can choose this date. You can drag and drop this date to the complaints and returns. So it will create a connection over there. The same way you can choose this date and you can drag and drop it to the sales target. It will also make a connection over there. Okay, and then you can choose this date and you can drag and drop it to sales data. Sales data. Okay, so it will create a connection over there. So when you will go through each and every line, you can see that which columns are connected to each other. So this is how each and every data is connected to each other right now. This is all measures you need not to connect them because they are simple values only. They are not at all columns. So you can keep it as it is. And this is the table right now. Okay, so here you can see the sales is connected to this table, this table, this table, this table, this one, and here. And there is no hierarchy into it. So this type of model is called star model, where different tables are connected to a single table. And each and every table that are connected to the center table is not having any hierarchy. That are called star model. Here sales table is the center of attraction. It actually tells you that what is happening in the company. So that's why this kind of tables are called fact table, and whichever table is connected to this particular table, which act as a background table or background data, that is called, you can say like it is generally called as dimension table. Okay, so all these concepts you can learn later into the full-fledged course. Okay, so these are the thing. Now we can go for a short break. Ekta, can we go for a short break?
Yes, we can take a break of 10 minutes here.
Yeah, okay. And later portion will be covered by Ekta. Okay, she will be telling you rest of the DAX functions and the visualization part. Thank you, all of you. Thank you for your patience.
Thank you. Don't log out from the meeting. Let's take a break of 10 minutes and come back by 9:10. Okay. So, a very good evening, everyone. I hope all of you have came from break. Okay. So, we'll start with the today's second part of the session. So, just a quick yes in the chat box. Is my voice is audible to all? Okay, great. So, Ramya has already covered the data modeling part and some of the DAX functions of creating a calendar table, right? So, I would be just giving you a hands-on, like a heads up on the data modeling part. So, what is data modeling part basically? Data modeling is a collection of one or more tables, optionally relationships, making up a Power BI data model. Okay. So this action should be done by loading your data and defining the relationships between the tables before we build any visualization. Before we build any data visualization using Microsoft Power BI desktop. So like we would be creating a wonderful desktop like this. So this is a dashboard. Okay. This is a dashboard we would be creating today's at the end of the class, and we will see how we can beautifully publish this dashboard at the end of the session into Power BI service. Okay, using free Novi Pro account. So we will be covering that part as well. So coming back to the data model, we have two types of data models. Okay, we have flat star schema and snowflake schema. Okay, which Ramya has already covered, and we also have the concept of normalization and denormalization data. So what is normalization and denormalization data? So normalization is basically we can take a rectangle here. So this is a big data set. Okay. When it gets divided into small data set. Okay. When it divides into small data set. Okay, you can see this big table has divided into small four sub tables, right? So this breaking up of a big table into small table is known as a normalization. And what is denormalization? Denormalization is basically when all the tables merge together. When all the tables merge together, okay, and they form a one single big table. That is denormalization, vice versa of the normalization. Okay. So we have concept of denormalized and normalized data. Then we have the data model, star schema and snowflake schema. So we have the fact and dimension table. Then we have the fact and dimension table. What is fact table? So here we have already built our data model. So this is the sales data set that we are currently using, right? So what is my fact table? Can anyone tell me what is my fact table in this and whether it is a star schema or snowflake schema? It is my basically sales data. Yes, it is a basically a snowflake schema. Okay, it's a snowflake schema. Why? Because the main differences between star schema and snowflake schema is that in snowflake schema, the dimension tables are also interconnected with each other. Plus, dimension tables are also connected with the fact table. Okay. But in case of star schema, the dimension tables are not connected with each other, but they are connected with only the fact table. So we have the sales data, we have the channel type details, we have complaints and returns, we have sales target, we have product details, we have discount details, sales channel details, location details. Okay. So we have channel ID, channel type ID, we have complaints, reason, cost, price. So this is my fact table. Can anyone tell me how many fact table we have currently in our data model? We have currently one fact table, that is the sales data. Okay. So we have one main fact table and other are dimension tables. in it. Okay. So we have built different DAX measures, and this is the relationships like the many to one we follow and one to many. We have 4 types of relationships. I'll type for you in the chat box. We have many to one. We have one to many. We have one to one and many to many. Generally, many to many is not at all recommendable. Many to many is not at all recommendable. Only one to many and many to one is recommendable for a suitable relationship. Okay. So that's why we follow either many to one or one to many. So you can see in this data model. So what you can see here is like this is one to many, right? So when we click on it, let's click on the double click on the relationship. So we have the concept of primary key and foreign key. Okay. Excuse me. Any doubts? Yeah. So you can see we have 2 types of relationships, one to many, many to one. So in this, first of all, we have the sales data. Okay. So sales data and channel type details are connected with each other with the are connected with each other. Okay. So they are connected with each other with what type? Channel type ID. Okay. Channel type ID, they are connected with each other on the basis of channel type ID. And channel type ID is the primary key. Okay, channel type ID is the primary key. They are connected with each other on the basis of channel type ID. So we have many to one, one to many. Then we have single and both cross filter directions. So if we click on this, if we uncheck this box, this relationship will become inactive. Okay. If we check this box, this relationship will become active. So if I'll uncheck this box and click on OK, you can see my relationship has become inactive. If I'll check this box and click on OK, so you can see my relationship has become active. Okay, so this is how we form a relationship between means this is how we form a relationship. Okay, between 2 tables. Is it clear, the entire data modeling part? So, then suppose for example, you can drag and drop country ID in here. So this table is connected with each other on the basis of common column. That common column is known as primary key on the basis of common column primary key, which is known as country ID. Okay. Then we can go here. So for example, so we have different KPIs. Okay, we have already created a calendar table. Okay, so now we'll go with the KPIs. So how we can create different DAX measures. So let's understand what is a DAX measure. Let's understand what is DAX. Okay. So DAX stands for Data Analysis Expression. It is a library of functions and operators that can be combined to build formulas and functions. So there are calculated columns also, there are measures as well, right? There are concept of measures as well as there is a concept of calculated column. So what is measure? Measure is based on filter context. It does not go with the row context. Okay. But calculated columns is based on row context performing calculation for each row, and it can be seen in both report and data view. Then we have date and time function. We have different DAX functions as well. So we have network days function, we have month function, we have UTC now function, we have UTC day function, we have weekday, we have week number. We have now function to make our dashboard dynamic. We generally, we generally use this now function. Okay, UTC now and UTC day and weekday and week number. So suppose, please mute yourself. So suppose, for example, so we have UTC now, UTC day, we have week number, year track, and time value, quarter, second time. Okay, so we have date and time function. We have dated if also. So suppose I want to calculate the last year's data. Okay. One second. Suppose we want to calculate the last year's data. Okay. So we can use dated if function, and we can also use some same period last year function. These two functions are main functions, main DAX functions. Okay, we can use this two DAX functions to calculate the data with respect to the last year. We can see we have dated if. Dated if means date. We can select one date, second date, and the number of intervals between the two dates. Okay. So then we come with the different other DAX functions. We have logical DAX functions. We have AND operators. Okay. We have switch function as well. So we do have other date functions as well. We have calendar function, like Remy already showed you how to create a calendar table. Okay, we will moving ahead with other KPIs, that is other DAX measures. Now there is dated if date value. Okay, then as minute end of the month. Then we have text functions. In text functions, we have lower functions, upper functions, mid functions. How to convert into lower case, upper case, mid and lower right case. Okay. Then we have different other text functions. Different other text functions, we have substitute, we have trim, we have unique character, we have Unicode, upper value and value. Okay. So these are different text functions that we have in Power BI. So we will be moving ahead with the other DAX functions. As we can see, we have this wonderful dashboard with us. We already have some of the KPIs created. So we'll create another KPIs. Okay. So let's click on, like, if I'll show you how to create calculated column as well. Okay. So suppose you have this profit and loss percentage. Okay. So what is the formula for calculating a profit and loss percentage? Yes, I would share. Basically, by at the end of the sessions, I would have to compile all the PPTs and the recording I'll share together. No worries with respect to that. Yeah. So what is the formula for calculating profit and loss percentage? Profit and loss percentage is calculated by profit and loss divided by say, unit cost price into 100. Right? This is the formula for calculating the profit and loss percentage. Sales channel details concatenating. We are so suppose I want to use concatenate functions. How will I use concatenate function? I can use this channel type. Okay. Suppose I want to join. What is the meaning of concatenate? Joining two tables. Joining two tables, that is sales channel and the channel type. Okay. I am joining these two tables, sales channel and the channel type. So for joining these two tables, I would be using concatenate function. Okay. So channel type and the channel ID. So you can see now my after joining my both the tables, you can see what is my output. I'm getting the combined result of the two text. I'm combining two text from two different tables and then I'm getting the output. Okay, this is how we are using and building the calculated columns. How we are building? We are clicking on this new column, then you are inserting this functions. Okay, suppose I want to calculate the total cost price. Let's calculate the total cost price. Total cost price. What is the formula for calculating total cost price? Quantity into unit cost price, right? Quantity into unit cost price. You can press enter. So you are getting the total cost price. In the similar way, you can calculate the total sales price. Total sales price, how you will calculate? Quantity into unit sales price. So this will give you the total sales price. Okay, so this is how you calculate the total cost price, total sales price, profit and loss percentage, and concatenating the two columns into one single column. So these are known as calculated columns. These are not measures. These are known as calculated columns, and it is calculating at the row wise level, right? At the row level data. Now we will go to create a measure. So how to create a measure? You can click on new measure. Okay. So for example, we will try creating all the measures one by one. All the important ones basically. So first of all, we calculate the average rating. Okay. 1 second. Suppose I want to calculate the average rating. So what function I would be using? Average, right? I would be using the average function. And I would be taking the customer rating column. So customer rating, you can press enter, you can click on OK. So there is already a average rating, so I can rename this. I can just add 2 over here. Okay, just add 2 over here. So it will create my new measure. So what I'm doing, I am creating a new measure and I want to calculate the average rating. So I'm using this average rating function. Okay. In this way, you have to calculate all the things. So suppose if I want to calculate the matlab total sales. Okay. So how you will calculate the total sales? So you can click on again, right click on this new measure. Okay. One by one, you have to create this KPIs. These are known as DAX measures. And after this, we will create different charts and diagrams, very good chart and appealing diagrams. And then we will publish it in the Power BI service. Is it clear? Any doubts still here? Any doubts? Okay. So how we are calculating total sales? We are using SumX function. Okay. And we will do quantity into selling price. Quantity into selling price. But in this case, I already created a calculated column, if you remember, right? So we can directly take that column where we have calculated the total sales price. We can directly take that column where we have created. This is the total sales price, right? You can create a sum total. Okay, create a sum of that column and press enter. So it will directly compute your total sales. You don't have to do the manual calculation here. Quantity into unit sales price. Why we are not doing that because we have already earlier created a calculated column and our workload and effort got reduced. Okay. So that is the reason. And suppose, for example, so the next measure, suppose I want to calculate, in this way I have to calculate total cost, total profit percentage. Okay. Suppose we create a total cost. So this will create my total cost. Can add just 2 over here. So this has created my total cost. Okay. So total cost price, the sum of total cost price. In this measure, we will create a total profit as well. So how we are calculating total profit? You can see we have taken the sum x function over here. Okay, sum x sales data, comma quantity into quantity into profit and loss. Okay. So this will give me the result of total profit, quantity into profit and loss. Okay. So what is any doubts with calculations? Any doubts with the formulas, DAX functions formulas? Any doubts you can feel free to ask. Since I want to build this session interactive, so any doubts you can feel free to ask. Okay. No doubts, right? So suppose total profit, okay. So we are calculating the total profit. We are first referring to the table name, sales data. After referring to the table name, we are performing the calculation. That is quantity into profit and loss percentage. Okay, this is how we calculate the total profit. Now suppose I want to calculate the total profit percentage. So what is the formula for calculating the total profit percentage? I will type in the chat box. Profit, total profit divided by total cost price. Into 100. What is the formula for calculating the profit percentage? Total profit divided by total cost into 100. Okay. Total profit divided by total cost into 100. This is how you calculate the total profit percentage. Okay. In this DAX function, we will create divide function. We will do the divide. Okay. Divide function total profit divided by total cost, comma 0. Comma 0 is nothing but into 100. Okay. Then total sales. How we are calculating the total sales? So using sum x function, sum x sales data quantity into final sales price. Okay. So this is how we calculate the total sales. Now the total profit percentage, change percentage. Can anyone tell me how we are creating this? How we are creating this? The formula is total profit percentage minus last year's profit percentage. And suppose I want to calculate the last year's profit. Okay, so how will I calculate the last year's profit? So you have to click on these 3 dots, create new measure. Okay. Then profit last year. Profit last year 2. So you were taking the profit last year's profit. So last year's profit will be calculating the functions. Calculate. Okay. Then total profit. Total profit. Then you have to refer to the table. I already told you, like we will use two DAX measures. Dated add, okay, dated date add, and also the same period last year. So these two functions are used to calculate the result of the last year values, right? So here we will use the last year for calculating the profit last year. Date add, then we will refer to the calendar date table. Calendar date, okay. Then minus 1, comma minus 1, then we'll refer to the year. Okay, then we'll close the bracket. We will close two brackets. Suppose I want to go back to two previous years data, 2 years back data, then what would I have done? Same period last year formula. Same period last year. It's a DAX function name. I am typing in chat box for your convenience. It's the same period last year. It's a DAX function. Suppose I want to go 2 years back. Okay. So in that case, I would have typed here 2 instead of 1, right? I would have typed here 2 instead of 1. So, but right now I want to calculate, I want to refer to the last year, only one single last year. So I am typing it as 1 instead of 2. Okay, so this is with respect to the profit last year's data. I'll press enter. So this measure will get created. Okay, in the same way, we will calculate the last year sales. Okay, total sales percentage, how we will calculate? This year's sales minus last year's sales. Divided by last year's sales into 100. I'll type in the chat box sales percentage formula as well. Okay, total sales. Or you can type here current year sales. CY sales is current year. Sales minus last year's sales divided by last year's sales into 100. So this is the formula for calculating the total sales change percentage. So any doubts with respect to any formulas? How we are calculating last year sales value, cost value, profit value, profit change, percentage change, so total sales percentage change, total cost percentage change. Any doubts? Any doubts? You can type in the chat box if any doubts. Any doubts? Okay. Nice. No doubts. Appreciated. So now suppose if I want to go with the other DAX functions as well. Okay, suppose I want to go with the year on year percentage sale. Suppose the requirement comes, I want to calculate year on year percentage sales. So what I'm gonna do is I'll divide I'll do the change. First of all, I'll calculate the changes. Okay, this year's current year sales minus last year's sales divided by last year's sales into 100. So this will give me the year on year percentage. Okay, and how we are calculating total discount value and why we are using related function over here? Can anyone tell me why we are using related function over here? Why we are using related DAX function over here? is in another table. Very good. Very, very good. I appreciated it. Like VLOOKUP. Yes. Absolutely correct. We are using this because of the VLOOKUP. Okay. It works like a VLOOKUP. We are taking the data, discount percentage from the another table that is related table. So that is why we are using this related function over here. So first of all, we are referring to the sales data cost price into related percentage, discount details into discount percentage. So that is how we are calculating discount value. It works like a VLOOKUP related DAX function. Year on year percentage, yes, I'll repeat it again. So year on year percentage, how we are calculating? We are dividing. First of all, we are calculating the change. Current year sales minus last year sales value. I'll type in the chat box the formula. It will make you more easy. Current year sales minus last year sales. Okay. Then divided by last year sales into 100. So this is the formula for, calculating the year on year percentage sales. So we are calculating current year sales minus last year sales divided by last year sales into 100. Any doubts? Any doubts? Okay, great. No doubts. So how we are calculating total change, total cost change percentage? We are calculating the total cost change percentage by dividing the total cost. Current year cost price minus last year's cost price divided by last year's cost price into 100. This is how we are calculating. Now coming to the number of orders. Orders via old customers and orders via new customers. So orders via old customers. How we are calculating this one? So number of orders. Okay. First, we are calculating the total number of orders. How we are calculating total number of orders? So count A, sales data. We are taking the sales data set. Okay, sales data. Total count A of the total sales ID. So total sales IDs count, we are taking it. And this will give us the number of orders and the number of reviews. Customer rating, the total count of the customer rating. This will give you the number of reviews. So now I want to calculate number of reviews via old customers. So what I will do, I will give a filter condition. I will give a filter condition. What filter condition I will give it? Calculate number of reviews, sales data, customer type is equal to rating. If I want to see number of reviews via new customers, then I will give the condition as new. Customer rating last year. Now, I have already told you two functions, dated add and the same period last year, right? Hope you remember. So, we are using same period last year here. Okay. So, filter context, we are using this calculate, and then if you want, you can use filter, or otherwise you can just give the condition here is equal to, in inverted commas, you can give the condition as new. There are both the ways you can work out. Is it clear? Any doubts? Any more doubts? Okay. So for calculating the customer rating last year, we can use this average rating same period last year formula and calendar date we can take. So it will give us the last year's customers rating. Yes, comparisons over time. Very good. Yes, correct. And customer rating count with respect to last year. So I will take the customer rating count over here. Same period last year, calendar date. Okay. Yes, we can get the recording after the class. Musa. And then we are calculating customer total count of the customer rating. So just simply use count function, count x. And we can use the count x function, count a function. So what is the difference between count and count a? Can anyone tell me what is the difference between count and count a function? Count a counts all. Yes. Very good. Even the blank rows. And count normal count doesn't do that. Yes. This is the main difference. We can calculate the country rank also if has one value location details country rank x function. We can give the rank x function to make it sort of from the descending to ascending. Then we can do the customer rating also. We can calculate like this. Customer rating, suppose I want to calculate. This is my customer rating count. Okay. So, which I already discussed. Then this is the cost with respect to the last year's. Okay. Then I have different other KPIs. Orders via new customers we have already discussed. So to taking the total number of orders, I am giving the filter condition as new, and orders via old customers, I am giving the customer type with the filter condition as returning. So that this will give me the orders via old customers. Is it clear? Any doubts with respect to these KPIs? These KPIs are very, very important. Without KPIs and without data modeling, your visualization will be incomplete. No doubts, great. So now we can move ahead with our visualization. We can take, first we can insert small rectangle. Let's insert a rectangle shape. Okay, we can insert this shape. Now we can add some marks card in it. Okay, we can add some marks card. We'll go to the visualization pane. We'll add a card over here. We can make it small. So you can remove this tab. So now you can see we have this card over here. Okay, we have different KPIs and cards. Okay. So now here I will drag and drop the total sales that I've already calculated. So I will create different KPIs. So you can see my total sales came over here. Okay. Now I want to add an icon to it. So you can add an icon also. So you can go to this tab. You can click here, Flaticon icon. Flaticon icons. Can you see you are getting different icons over here? Okay, so you can add this template. I can download this one. So you can download this. You can save it in PNG, free download. So you have already downloaded it. Now you can go here, go to size and style formatting pane. Go down, go to cards, then go to image. Okay. Go to image. You will have many formatting options. So please look carefully. Then you can browse it. You can, after browsing it, you can click on downloads. You can see we have downloaded that sales, right? So you can click on OK. So you can see it came. Now you can make it fit. You can make it fit. Go down. You can make it to the fit. So it will resize it. Now it is looking good. Now this is your total sales. Now you can add other card and all. So you can make it small. So this will, this card. Okay. So this card will give you the, I want to put inside this sales last year. Okay. Sales last year. So I can click on this. So this will give me the sales last year. I can adjust the size. 1 second. You can add the target sales as well. You can adjust the size from here. Suppose you can go here. Go to the call out value. Okay, the size is very big. So I can make it 30. Okay. So now I can add the total sales percentage sales. So you can add one more you can drag and drop like this. You can add this small thing. Okay. You can make this rectangle big. Total sales percentage. Or you can add total. If it's presenting there in total target sales plus. You can add the number of orders. Just uncheck this box. Yes. So you can resize it. You can go here, decrease the size, call out value 30. If it is looking more big, then you can reduce it to 20. Now it is looking fine. Any doubts creating this KPI? Any doubts creating this KPI measures? Any doubts? We are going to create a very wonderful charts and diagrams right now. Any doubts? Okay, no doubts. So what you can do, you can just copy this, copy visuals, okay, and you can just change the measures. It will reduce your workload. Copy this and paste it here. Okay. You can make this big. Keep it here. Okay. Now you can insert a different card over here. You can go to shape. You can create different rectangle. Okay. You can add this. Now you can drag and drop on this rectangle. Okay. Okay. It will hide. Mm. Can delete this. Move up. No need to add a rectangle. You can just drag and drop like this. Okay, so these are your small KPIs. Now you can just change the measure. So instead of total sales, this time I would be taking the total cost. Okay, so I'll just click on this measure. Instead of total sales, you can just take a total cost. Okay, so now suppose I want to calculate, I want to decrease or increase the size of this. So I can increase and decrease the size of this as well. So I can click on the cards, all call out. Okay, in the call out, you have to decrease the size of the text. You can decrease it to 30. So this is now looking fit and fine. And instead of this target sales, you can choose any other sales as well. So suppose if you want to change total total cost change percentage, you can take that as well. Or if you want to take rating via new customers, you can select the rating via new customers. Here you can select the ratings via old customers. Okay, both the ratings it will show you side by side. Ratings via old customers, ratings via new customers. Okay. Any doubts? You can keep it equal. You can just move this down, call out value. Where is the call out?
Hello, am I audible? Sorry, I got disconnected. So I hope it's visible now. My dashboard. Okay. So now you can do some editing in it. Okay. So this will give you the rating via new customers, and this is the rating you will get via ratings via old customers. Okay. So now suppose you want to drag and drop in the similar way, you can drag and drop the total profit as well. And make sure that you keep all this equal. You can increase the size of it. Go to call out value. Where is call out? You can decrease to something 40. Okay, now it is equal. Now you can just copy this visual. You can create a copy of this visual. Okay, paste it here. Now you can change it to total profit instead of total cost. So you can see now it is turned into total profit. And this one we can change it to profit percentage. Total profit percentage, and this one we can change it to suppose total profit percentage change percentage, or convert into customer rate. Number of orders. So these are the number of orders. Okay, so these are the KPIs that we are creating. Now the last KPI to average rating. So I'll copy this visuals again. Copy. Total sales minus total cost is equal to, actually it is taking the entire total sales and total cost of all the products. Where is it showing 1.05? I didn't get your point. Where is it showing 1.05? No, actually it's not related to that. You are interpreting it incorrect. Actually, it's the entire products. It's not like total sales minus total cost is equal to total profit. It's not that one. Okay, these are independent KPIs. It's not related to each other. Calculation, it's not related to each other. Is it clear now? The calculation is this one. You can see we have created a KPI. The calculation is this one. Is it clear? Yes. Great. So now the last one is your KPI is your average rating. So suppose I want to calculate the average rating. So what I will do, I'll just drag and drop. So this will give me average rating. Now I can copy this. Okay. So now here you can change it. You can select customer rating via new customers and customer rating via old customers. Okay. Number of reviews via old customers, number of reviews via new customers. So this will give you the number of reviews via old and new customers. Now you can add a small slicer. Okay. You can add a small slicer, suppose on the basis of this. If you want to add on the basis of products category, you can add on the basis of products category. So this is a slicer which I've added products category. You can see the numbers are changing if I'm selecting any products category. Correct? Are the numbers changing or not? So you can see this beautiful dashboard we are creating right now and how the numbers are changing. Okay, so you can edit the slicer settings also, you can add it. Okay, if you want to edit any background, you can add a background as well. Okay, you can add a visual border, you can add a shadow to it. You can do any changes. You can do even change the title, you can change the color, anything. Okay, so these are some of the slicer settings you can do. Okay, now suppose I want to change the canvas this color. Okay, so canvas color, I want to change canvas background. I want to make it suppose let's say sales, right? I can build it like little purple in color or something like that.
Yeah, yes, got it. Of trees, some yellow.
Uh, yes. So I have added some of the colors in it. Okay. So I made it little purple. Okay. So now I can adjust the size of the KPIs. So now suppose this is my total sales, total cost, total profit, average rating and all. Okay. Is it clear? Any doubts creating slicer or KPIs? Now we are moving ahead with the creation of charts. Hey, any doubts? No. Okay. Very good. No doubts. So now we are going ahead with the charts. Okay. We are selecting first chart. So suppose I want to build a chart on this. So now I can choose. I can choose any type of color. So total sales, total cost. I can take total sales from here, measure. Total cost and total profit. Okay. So now you can see this. In the x-axis, suppose I can take products, product class. So you can see according to the product class, I got the total cost, total profit, and total sales. Okay. So now suppose for example, I can, add a top 10 filter in these also, but it will create complex. So what I can do, I can click on this, I can go to formatting. Okay. So now I want to click on the data labels on. Keep the data labels on. Keep the zoom slider on. Now you can change it to focus mode. So after changing into focus mode, what you can see here, what you can see, one second, is it visible? So what can you see in this chart? You can see the highest is for premium category and the lowest is for deluxe, right? You can go back to report. If I'm selecting any slicer, are my values increasing? Are my values are changing? Chart is changing or not? Yes or no? Right, yes, it's changing, right? So all my values and the chart all are getting changed, right? So this is how we can create different charts and all. So now suppose I want to create a donut chart. I can create a donut chart as well. 1 second, go. I can click on donut chart over here. Okay, so here suppose I want to add I want to see how many orders via new customers, right? So in the from the customer, if I have customers, all the sales data, let me see. Customer type. You can see we have two type of customers, new and returning. Okay. So we can have the customer, you can see now we have added the customer rating also. So different customer rating according to the customer type. Okay. So what is the rating? You can see it. We can, the data labels are already on. If you want to do some formatting, you can always welcome to go to formatting and do some formatting from the slices or legend over here or the detail labels. Okay. You can increase and decrease the size of the text as well. Okay. So this is your donut chart. Now the last one I would show you. So this is a simple table that I'm creating right now. Is there any doubts till here? Any doubts? Now total profit by product category. Okay, so I will choose this chart, total profit by total product category. Product category, and from the all measures, total profit. So this will give me my total profit by product category. Now I want to add a top 10 filter in it. I can do that as well. Go to top 10, type here 10. Now drag and drop total profit here in this. Apply filter. It will give you top 10. If you type here top 4, it will give you top 4. You can see you will get only top 4. Now you can turn on the data labels. Suppose if you turn on the data labels, you can click check this box. So you can see your data labels are turned on, right? You can change the color of this bars also. Okay. Any doubts with respect to the charts, diagrams, creation, anything? Any doubts? You can unmute and ask if there is any doubts. No doubts. Great. Very great. So now suppose if you want to see your columns colors are in blue color, right? So you want to change it to default, by default it will be in blue. You can change it to pink also. You can change it to yellow. That is up to you. Now it's back to the report. So the bars will get changed. Okay. So this is how we can add different, charts and diagrams into this. Now we have different other charts also. We have line chart. Let's explore line chart. Okay. So what line chart will do here? So line chart will basically, 1 second, I'll resize this. I'll make little arrange. Okay. So that it looks good. Yeah. So in the line chart, suppose for example, let's take total discount. Or suppose go here. Let's take product class. Okay. And what is the final sales price? You can see the product class sales price. Is the line is moving up or down? Is the line is moving up or down? You can increase and decrease this graph like this. You can increase and decrease this graph like this by adding a zoom slider over here. You can also add a grid lines. Okay, you can add a grid lines over here, turning into black color. You can add this grid lines as well. So this is your line chart. Okay, product class wise sales data or profit data or any data you will be getting here. Any doubts with respect to this? Any doubts? Any doubts with respect to line chart? We will go with the map. Suppose I want to create a field map. I want to see total sales wise data. One second. I have to give 2 minutes. Yes, no, it's now I can add at last the field map. From the location, you can add the geographic region. Okay, in the legend, you can add the data, location wise sales data. You can see location wise sales data. You can edit the map settings here as well. Turn into dark, you can turn into yellow, Arial, anything of your choice. Arial is looking more good. So this is your map and you're getting total sales according to your total geographic region. Now you can click on this file icon, you can click on save. To save, this is your entire dashboard. Okay, now you can save this and now you can publish it in Power BI service. For publishing it in Power BI service, you need to create a free Novi Pro account. How you gonna do that? That I'm going to show you. You can click on this, go to Novi Pro signing in. Okay, Novi Pro sign in. You can click on this Novi Pro sign up. Okay. One second. So you can sign up with your Google account, your mail ID, password. You will be getting the same ID and password like me. Okay, you will be getting a same ID and password like me, that is @novipro.com. In my case, it is novipro.com. Ekta Chandak 1996 @novipro.com. Okay, so now from here you can see you can use this Power BI service. You can open up the Power BI service window. So this one will open up your Power BI service window. Okay, so now how you are gonna publish this dashboard? This is the main task. You can click on publish. Okay, you can click the save changes. Now you can click on the publish icon. You can see you're getting my workspace. You can select a destination. You can select like this. It will automatically open a Power BI service. Replace. It is publishing. So now if you go here under my workings. Okay. So you have different workspaces here. My workspaces. You can go to my workings. You can see the same dashboard that I published right now. Is it the same or not? It's the same, right? That we have currently made in this session. Is it the same dashboard or not? Yes or no? Yes, correct. So it's the same dashboard that we have built. Okay, so now if I want to share it with my manager, I want to share it with the clients, I want to share it with the end users in Power BI service after making a dashboard. How I'm gonna do that? Okay, how I'm gonna do that? I'm gonna create a embedded link. Go to embedded report, go to publish to web. You can see one link is there. Okay, one link is there. You can copy this link and I am pasting it in the chat box. You can use this link to view my dashboard that I have built today in this session. Okay, so now suppose I can paste this link in empty Chrome. Let's test it. I can paste it here. So is my dashboard is coming or not? Yes or no? Is my dashboard is coming or not? Yes. So you can use this link to create a dashboard. And so now suppose if you want to generate a QR code, some of you want to generate a QR code, wanted more shortcut. You can generate a QR code. It will generate a QR code. You can scan it and then you will get your dashboard visible. Is it clear how you can make your dashboard make appealing and good? If you click on any product category, is it getting changed or not? The values are getting changed and the charts are getting changed or not? It's getting changed, right? Right or wrong, it's getting changed or not? It's getting changed. So this is how you can create a wonderful dashboard in Power BI, and you can publish it in Power BI service, and you can create a link to share it with your managers and clients. So this is how you can create a wonderful Power BI dashboard. Okay, you can create and you can share it with your end users and you can share it with the clients as well. Any doubts? Any doubts? Yes. So I'll share with you a Power BI course link as well. Okay. So this is our Power BI course that we are soon starting our batch. Okay. So in this, it is a 4-week course. Basically, it will not take much of your time. It is for working professionals as well as those who are new to learn new. Hello. So those who are very keen to learn new technologies, okay, new technologies and also the new, yes, new technology and also learn data visualization, business intelligence tool. So this is a nice learning platform. This is a live course, okay. So in the session 1, we would be covering the quick overview of the business intelligence tool, Power BI Desktop, different types of analysis, what is Power Query, what is Power BI Desktop, different types of data types, okay, how we can use different features of Power BI, reshaping table data, editing in Power Query, merge query, data pivot, splitting, merging, find, replace. Then in session 2, we would be covering with the data modeling part, RDMS, cross-filter direction, active and inactive relationships. In the session 3, we would be covering with the DAX functions, how to create dynamic calculated tables, the dynamic calendar tables, different text functions, nested if functions, related functions, time intelligence functions, calculate and filter, same period last year, total YTD, QTD, MTD, all important from the finance point of view. So closing balance year, closing balance quarter, closing balance month. So in this session 4, the important visualizations we would be covering combo charts with use case, trend analysis, box and whisker chart plots, okay, different hierarchies, key influencers, different artificial intelligence AI visuals, how it can help you to build dynamic dashboards in Power BI and finance, okay, sector. Okay, anomaly detection, these are the conditional formatting charts. Last session 5, we would be, time permits, we would be seeing how different connectivity are visuals. We can connect Python with Power BI as well. Okay, so these are all about the introduction to different low level security or creating dynamic dashboards. Okay, how we can publish it in Power BI service as well. So we have already discussed. So this is how we can, cover in this 4 weeks sessions. Okay. The enrollment link I'll share with you guys in the chat box. Okay. For the Power BI course. 1 second. So is there any doubts? So since I want to make this session interactive, is there any doubts? Is the course content is clear to you? So I would share with you the course link. So you can enroll into this course link. Okay. So basically, see, all you do is you have to update yourself since it's a very demanded technology in the industry right now by the different business intelligence users. So it is very recommendable to keep yourself updated, right? For that, you need to you need to learn this tool and technology that is highly demanded. So I have shared this link for enrollment in the chat box. I'll share the screen and show you. 1 second. Let me know if my screen would be visible to you. So this is our live course. FP&A, and we have the Microsoft Power BI finance for finance people. Okay, so we would be covering live projects as well. All the three sectors HR dashboard projects we will be covering. So this is the dashboard we have already completed with our batch 1. Okay, so me and Ramya would be taking your training sessions. Okay, so Ramya has already introduced herself. So this is my profile. I am expert in data science tools. So I used to take trainings on these technologies. I am a certified Alteryx trainer as well. So I have trained over 500 plus students in the last 4 years. I have worked with the clients. So these are my profiles. Okay, so we would be starting our session from 27 Jan, that is next Saturday. So if you wish to enroll, you can enroll into this course. So these in the last sessions we would be covering the case studies from different industry life sectors. So this is the current price of the course. You can click on this enroll now option and you can use the different coupon codes as well. So I'll send you the coupon codes in the chat box. You can use that coupon codes. So these are the coupon codes that you can use. So this is are the coupon codes. Ekta 20, Ramya 20. You can also use Master Class 20. These three are the coupon codes that you can use to purchase this code by adding coupon code over here. Any doubts in enrollment into course or anything? Any doubts? So you will be getting today's recording and all and the PPT as well by the end of the session, so along with the recordings. If no doubts, I have already shared the coupon codes with the coupon link for enrolling into the long course as well in the chat box. The link works well. If you have any doubts with respect to link, you can ask me. Okay, great. This is a very new technology. You can grab this opportunity to learn. We would always be there to help you for any dashboards, for any finance related doubts, for anything. Okay, feel free to ping us at any time. We would be there to help you out. Okay.